Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Modded Mages Misadventures, aka Modded Valheim. And we are focusing on magicalness. Magical magic. As opposed to, non-magical magic. Let's see here. So yesterday, I don't think we fought Bone Mass yesterday, but we did some more stuff in the swamps yesterday, and we did a bunch of running around. We got our storages set up. We went on an adventure to go find Haldor, and thankfully were able to find him. So we were able to get our Megingjord, which was a thing that was kind of bugging me, not having the extra 150 carry weight. So today we start with the boring part that nobody really wants to see anyways. We are going to start working on the base proper. I know that we chopped down some oaks last session as well. We did a lot of busy work. Like, I think that we also went running around in the plains a little bit. We went and got some tar. I don't think we did any sailing in particular, but yeah, and then we, got storage systems set up and started doing base organization. There was some crop planting, things of that nature. But yeah, I don't think I added anything. I might have added a couple of little extra walls around here because there were like graylings and things wandering into the base, but organization was like the main thing. I started mapping out a little bit of the structure of the like living side, and we're gonna have like the kitchen here. But I think that I had decided, like, before all of that, I needed to get, like, the workbench area, like our workshop area, kind of situated so that I can move all of the stuff out of our temporary home. I need to be able to move this stuff out. Yeah. Something along the lines of, like, I need to get the workshop section situated so I can get the workbench stuff out of here so that I can feel better about demolishing the, basically the starter house to make some room for this area. Something along those lines. Okay, so first and foremost, let me kind of get my depoting done here. Keep our foods running in case of a rare random raid. I think that we have it on like very low, but it's still possible to get raided. And then beyond that, yeah, I still have a little bit of organization to do. There's There's a few random things that are just kind of like hanging around and I might be procrastinating a little bit on. Let's see, that's food things. This is all magic stuff. Those will be random building mats because these turn into barrels and only barrels. Okay. And then let's get rid of our stinky coat for right now. Even though it's kind of helpful, but, I mean, don't need the stinky particles being all stinky. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, if there was really, like, anything else relevant that we did last episode. I mean... Excuse me. There was definitely a lot of running around. I'm just trying to think of like what type of running around it was. Yeah, because we fought Bone Mass, I think the day before, if I'm not mistaken. I might be though. Maybe we fought Bone Mass last time. Yeah, maybe we did. Okay, so maybe I actually can't remember. I know that we took on some of the other mini bosses yesterday. Rykalathos and Svalt. We fought Svalt down here though. We have a couple of different Svalt spawns. I guess technically we also have a couple of different Rykalathos. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, so the main thing here is that I want to get situated as far as, you know, actually getting our base set up. So let's go ahead and put in some walls. Well, I mean, honestly, okay, I need to put in the floor first, I think. Yeah, this can be door entrance, door access, whatever. Yeah, maybe putting in the floors should be a little bit more of a priority here. But yeah, I'm not like 100% sold on this pattern, but I mean, we haven't seen it like all the way in the base, so we're gonna try this alternating pattern and kind of see what it looks like once everything's all like kind of in and yeah, like all put in and situated. Yeah, this, for the most part, should all be even, so I should be able to just do this and feel good about it. So we get up to here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll use our cultivator and recultivate. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I feel like that's kind of part of the charm of different like bases and stuff is like not being perfect. Like personally, I'm a big fan of like, oh yeah, like if things aren't perfect, then they end up having more like character to them, right? Like they feel more unique, they feel more how do I put it? More natural, I guess. Also, I'm having a heck of a time with some of these pieces are like, they're like blue over here, right? But then they're not, the ground doesn't want to like cooperate with me apparently. And get to the point where it's, oh, it's, you know, this is blue, but okay, so blue, 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 blue. Okay, is that a little bit better? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Looks like I am kind of hitting garden terrain a little bit, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. that might work. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay. Alright, then we're just gonna keep on alternating. Just kinda spread these out. Getting blue all over the place. It's good. Yeah, it's cutting into the dirt a little bit. I think that'll be fine. We'll do like a little something probably to cover that up, and shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully. Yeah, I have an idea for that. Okay, so we want a ramp anyways. And we have tar now, which I was mostly planning on using for the roof, but I mean, if if you're familiar with the other series that I did already, the vanilla playthrough in the Ashlands, I am very fond of these tar roofs as platforms, basically. Platforms? As like staircases. That's kind of what I meant to say. Alright, we are losing some sunlight though. Okay, so these can't be right here. We'll do something to kind of cover up over there, I guess, but this here will be the ramp. Yeah. And we'll have to do something along the lines of like, we'll do like one of these. Alright. Let's go sleep, get daylight. We can also repair and recover our, get our, not stamina, not recover stamina. We're gonna get our rested buff back. There we go. Couldn't think of the thing that I wanted to say. Words are hard. For a second there, I thought it was going to be a rainy day. I saw like the smoke and stuff. Looks like it's going to be fine. Okay, so I am pretty committed to like this corner piece, I feel like. I need a little bit of core wood. Take like 20. Well, I guess that's a little much, but wait, these were like all blue. Maybe this one wasn't blue. Yeah, ground doesn't want to pull up there. That might be okay though. Yeah, kind of just doesn't want to come up. Wait, maybe it kind of did. Oh yeah, those are blue now. Okay, that works. I'm just like kind of hopping back and forth through things. So all right, let's get this floor in. And again, we're doing an alternating pattern. Just to kind of break up like the sameness of the floor. I don't know how well it's gonna actually look like once it's done, but I figured I'd give it a chance. I mean, one of the things that I want to do in this series in particular is kind of expand my repertoire of, I don't know, just getting better at the game in general. I mean, I know I goof around a lot. I tend to overstep my bounds and die quite a bit. But like beyond that, it's like I want to be able to, you know, improve my building techniques. You know, just I don't know. The more you play, the more you learn, the more you practice, the better you get at things. I don't really think that these need to be blue, but they are blue, so that's fine. What's kind of funny is the way that I've like framed this out, it actually kind of makes like a cute little grassy area right here, which I kind of like. And I think that what I'm going to do is leave this part open, and we'll have like a window here. I might reframe this actually, because I kind of liked, like, it almost looks like a planter type of a deal. So we'll move this workbench. We're gonna move, I mean, the workbench won't really need to be there anyways, I don't think, because we're gonna have a workbench, you know, like this is the workbench area, so a workbench will be here somewhere in this corner with the, it'll probably be like right here, to be honest, but yeah, like this will probably be workbench, the main workbench, and its upgrades will probably go right here because it has the least amount of upgrades. The forge will probably be somewhere around here because the forge has the most upgrades. And then the black forge will probably be on like this side and get its couple of upgrades over here in this little corner, something like that. I might change this shape too. Like this might be an instance where having having like an angled wall might be better. I should probably also move these portals out of the way while I'm working here. Probably. Swamp, Haldor, Bone Mass. Oh, this is Haldor. Okay. So this is Swamp. Bone Mass. Haldor. Yeah. We'll move those around. I did plan on having probably a couple of portals here in this section. So honestly, like this little I don't know, not angled, but like this little part that's gonna be sticking out. The fact that it fits 3 portals like pretty well, it's actually kind of nifty. Yeah, this is where the mass like ADD jumping back and forth is probably gonna like really kick in here. Just gonna be like all over the place as far as what we're doing, so bear with me. I need this broken because I need that little piece of grass to be gone. Okay, that works. And then we'll go ahead and grass like this. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we just need to pull the ground up like so. Then, so that little planter section should be completely full, but if we put in our floorboards, they should cover up, if not all of it, most of it. There we go. And we can get a little bit of clipping like in the planter. That's okay. That's fine. And I honestly don't think it matters so much in the air quotes utility shed. So I'm okay with a little bit of clipping inside of here. Where this area is like basically going to be all covered up, so it shouldn't really matter. I'd say shouldn't really matter, but probably at least kind of level out the terrain a little bit. But yeah, I'm not too worried about clipping like inside of this section, or even like a little bit of dirt. Like that's not gonna be an issue. Oh gosh, what might be an issue is I'm gonna kill myself swinging my axe around. Forgot about that. Yeah, we found a new axe, which was like a silver axe. So I was just like, oh cool, silver upgrade from iron. Let's go. And I didn't even like think about the affixes on it. So now we take damage every time we swing our axe, which you know, could be problematic in the future. But for right now, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. How do I deal with this? Not entirely sure how I deal with this. Maybe like a little love tap. Will that be good enough? Not quite. Yeah, okay. I guess it's time for the cart to move. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with the cart from here on out, to be perfectly honest, but it's okay. So what I'm thinking here is something along the lines of not quite that. Maybe it's other way around. Yeah, that can work. And we probably just put this in all the way and then mirror this piece on this side. While, you know, getting stuck on the wall, of course, because why wouldn't we? Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, I don't really have an idea of what I'm doing here with this section in particular. We're just kind of winging it. Which is kind of a thing that we do here. Over by 15, so that's 8. Okay. So this would be here. Okay. Okay, so we gotta lower this like a little bit. This doesn't really need to be blue right here, so I think that this is fine. Just kind of need to be able to see the floor, not have dirt clipping through it, basically. And I'll figure this biz out later. This is not what the wall is going to be, like, ultimately. This is just a, it's just a placeholder. I wanted to keep, like, some semblance of, like, this little, like, kind of hill. Like, a little bit of an incline. I think that's fine. Let's grass it up a little bit. Yeah. One thing I do want to do is, like, I want to put, like, a walkway on the outside, I think. I don't know. Kind of like the grass, though, so... Maybe we do it on, like, the other side? Hold on. Okay, so... do, like, a little bit of a walkie path here. The idea here is kind of to create... I've never actually really used, like, this pathin tool before, or pathin feature, so I'm not exactly sure kind of how it works, but, I mean, giving it a try now, obviously. The idea here is to create a little bit of, like, just, like, a path, like, be like, ah, yes, this is, like, my little walk around the house path. Not that it's supposed to look, like, very, like, well-traveled or anything like that, and, I didn't want to do, like, the paved road, but just more of, like, kind of just a natural path of, like, oh yeah, this is, like, kind of the way that I walk around the house, you know? If I'm just kind of walking around the outside, I want to be a little bit closer to the trees and not be, like, inside. Just, like, you know, taking a little stroll, get a little breath of fresh air. So then maybe that leads over to, like, here. Yeah, and then that'll go right into the, like, rest area, the, like, gazebo. Okay, so then... need to figure out the place to aim this. It's gonna end up being, like... yeah, like, right here, I think. Maybe that's not right. Maybe it'll be... Yeah, no, it's a little bit off. So maybe it'll be, like, right here. So maybe it'll be, like, the path leads to, like, right here, and this is, like, the landing section. I don't know. It's probably not right, though, because this is how this is gonna line up, right? Like, I would have to move these otherwise. I guess let's see how much of this is... maybe it's not that bad. And I guess, like, this right here doesn't necessarily have to... like, doesn't necessarily have to be, like, blue, so I can kind of touch up that a little bit. Okay, so that's fine. So then, instead of this being right here, taking me right here, losing the light again, so... and yeah, that's not gonna... I think that's not working quite how I want it to. I do like something like that. It's like slightly off from the way that I wanted it. Works a little bit better. Once again, we're losing daylight, so let's head back on over to the bed. Get ourselves a little sleepy sleep. Little sheepy sleep. We can also, like, finagle some of these details a little bit later as well. I don't have to do that, like, kind of weird little curved section, but oh, seemed like a good idea at the time. We got a rainy day. Not the best type of day to be doing yard work, but whatever. I think this kind of works though. And then we just need a, like, our wall will be in here. We have a little bit of clipping, but I don't know, maybe it's not so bad. I can also, like, double up on the wall if I feel like it. To, like, really just not have any clipping at all. Is it the wrong? Oh, that's okay. It's the wrong piece. I see. I actually want this piece, and then we put in a half wall. But yeah, to actually, like, cover up the clipping, at least most of it, you can just kind of double up on the wall there. And that gets rid of the tarp like the tar roof clipping and most of the little stone clipping that we were having there too. So that kind of works. We'll just put those in because reasons. I guess that just makes the most sense, even though we are not going to see most of that anyways. Huh. Yeah, it kind of makes the most sense. Unless we do some... That? Looks kind of weird actually, but like not really in a bad way. Just weird. That looks like it's how it's kind of supposed to be though. Very interesting the way that worked out. Okay. So this will also be here. We want this to be a little bit open. Still not exactly sure how far I want these to be. I don't know if I want these every 4 meters or every 6 meters. 1, 2, 3. The spacing here would make the most sense at 3, I think. Because then it would be there, there, and then like there. That's a little bit off though, huh? That being said, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so maybe it makes the most sense to have it every 4 meters. Yeah, it seems like it lines up better if we do it every... Yeah, every 4 meters. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, that's not right. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now that should line up. Yep. Okay, there we go. It doesn't really line up over here, though. Making things very awkward for myself, aren't I? Oh wait, no, it does line up over here. Just kidding. I'm a doofus. But what else is new? I was like, this is an even number. Why is this not adding up? And it's just because my eyes were playing tricks on me and I was being dumb. I can take a few more than that, huh? Yeah, I can. Okay. Can I take another 10? Eh. I'm about to put them all down anyway, so I suppose it's fine. This section is a little bit different. Might want to skip this area and go like here instead. Man, this is gonna be weird though, because of our positioning. Like, even though we're a little bit above sea level, like, as you can see, the fog is hanging out in this area of the house, and it'll be in the garden and stuff. So if we had ended up building at like this ground level, we would have been fine, but Oh well, say la vie. Oh. Okay. I gotta put a pin in something, but I got a great idea for making a cellar. Ooh, I don't know if we want to do that though. It would have to be like over here probably, where this building is. I don't know if it would work because of sea level. Sea level is like right here. Yeah, I think if I make a cellar, it would be a little wonky because of sea level. Okay, so no, probably no cellar. Cellars are really interesting. I've seen like a couple of different builds with like cellars in them, from a couple of different. Well, one was from like a building showcase, and the other was from a Valheim in Reverse playthrough. But like the process of like digging out an area, you know, like and making it kind of like roughly 6 meters around, and then putting in like stone above it and whatever, and like, you know, making like basically an underground cellar. It's like a cool concept, and it's very. I have like mixed feelings about it aesthetically. Like it's like it can look really nice and function quite well, but it feels like weird because it's a little like claustrophobic, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what type of like door or gate that I want right here, if any at all. I think I want to do low walls here though, on this side. This side for sure won't be though. Because this is like, you know, the wannabe tool cupboard slash maintenance area for our workbenches. So this is going to all be fully enclosed. We'll keep, like, in this case, I guess cutting a corner is being taken a little bit more literally here, huh? But yeah, I wanna. I'm trying to drift away from making houses just straight up boxes, because it's super easy to do with the way that this system functions. So I've just always done it, and it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing in the universe. Like, it's very functional. It's very functional, which is great, but you know, it's something that I want, like, you know, like basically like I said, right? I want to move a little bit away from it. I want to give myself a little bit of a chance to, not to blossom per se, but Oh, nope, that didn't work. I want to give myself a little bit of chance to kind of, I don't know, come into my own element as a builder, something like that. I don't know if that makes any sense. Not quite sure if that's what I want to be saying, but... And then, once again, yeah, I'm not too worried about the grass clipping through the maintenance area. We're not going to be able to see it later. We got a little tiny bit of clipping through the wall here, but that should be okay. We're going to cover up that section as well. So this looks okay, I think. But yeah, like, you know, obviously this game functions very much on like a grid, for the most part, and, you know, we have a lot of snapping with, you know, 2 meters by 2 meters walls and all that jazz, so, like, it's very easy to slip into just building with boxes, and, like, it's super easy to just literally build like a 4x4, you know, box, and just be like, yep, this is my whatever, you know? Whereas building with different shapes and like changing, I mean, obviously like this type of a corner, yeah, okay, it's not very not boxy per se, and it's still really easy until you get to the roofing pieces, because then it's like you have to alternate between the 2 different roof pieces and get different angles and stuff like that, and then different dimensions can actually make it really interesting. Maybe we have a little bit of a cut in the path here. There we go. That's not too bad. Makes it not feel as like monotonous. Might have gone a little too heavy in this area. That's a little better. Alright. These are like really fine details that aren't super important. And honestly, we probably don't need to be doing them at all, but like I said, I've never used the pathin tool before, so it's kind of interesting to me. And kind of curious about integrating it, you know, a little bit more into bases and stuff. Did I get the wrong one? I might have gotten the wrong one. Oh, no, that's great. Because that would be there, then there, and then there. Yeah, okay. We're good, we're good. Yeah, so this one will be, this section here will be a little bit weird, because I do want to do more like a, not even a diamond shape, I don't know how to explain it, but I wanted to do more like a gazebo type thing, so it's going to be like more like an octagon. I can carry 62, which is like 31 more wood. Perfect. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how to frame this out as like an octagon from here, but I'm gonna try. I don't actually know where the octagon needs to go either, per se. But maybe it needs to go before this bush, so maybe I need to start it sooner rather than later. So, yeah, no, that's gonna go through the bush, which is not quite what I want. So maybe this bush is just gonna have to bite the bullet. 2. Yeah, like this is... Something like this is kind of the shape that I want, although... 1, 2. Can I start it out this way? I don't know, this might be weird, so 1, 2. Try measuring. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Like, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, so see our our shapes here, right? This is interesting, actually. Like trying to go from like a normal, you know, I guess kind of more normal, like straight, very kind of boxy, like squared shape into like an octagon type of a dealie. I think I actually like this outer one better. So yeah, I mean, I guess either way, right? Like, one of these two shapes seems good, and honestly, I could incorporate both of them, I think. But I guess this bush has to go. Sorry, bush. Well, we're losing daylight again, so let's go get to sleep. I am really liking this idea of like I don't normally like plan these types of things out with like a frame. Like this is a very unusual thing for me. I just kind of like do things. Like normal me would just have started putting in like the floor pieces or something like that, I think. But for this, it felt like more appropriate to do like actual framework here, so that we can get an idea of like the shape that we're going for. And then the really weird part is gonna be attaching the roof to these pieces. I think that's gonna be a very interesting process for sure. But yeah, so this like wooden gate here is just gonna be like, kind of like the way in, and then this will be more of like an open, probably like it'll probably have some like short walls, maybe some log pillars. So just to give an idea of kind of like what I'm thinking here. It's like something like this. So then you kind of have like a little bit of like, oh, you can watch your step, and like this would be like, oh, these are where the roof is coming up. Roof is coming off of, something like that. And it'll just be like that, like all the way around. But then you have like the floor will be in here, but then you have like full what's the word I'm looking for here? Full view, full like open view, except for like the pillars of just looking out at whatever you want to look at it. I don't think that piece is gonna work the way that I want it to. Yeah, so we won't be using that. probably going to be using a lot of these wood floor pieces to fill in gaps. There's going to be a little bit of clipping for sure. I'll figure that out. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. That's definitely gonna be weird, because normally you would want to just attach pieces like this, right? But then because of the way that we're doing like the floor pattern, it's gonna like intersect and override and look all super duper weird. I suppose the other way that this could be done is starting our octagon somewhere else. We don't necessarily have to start it like right here. We could move it out one, though then we get rid of another bush, but that might be okay. And then maybe like 2. 1, 2. Yeah. The other thing is that we're starting it really weird, right? Like, we should probably start it like this. Like, maybe the octagon should be here. So we have, like, kind of a different tilt, different angle. 2, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That might break. Yep. Kind of figured, but whatever. There we go. So then we have that octagon, right? And that should line up with the floor a little bit better, probably. I don't know. And I'm getting stuck. That one does seem to make the most sense, with it being lined up a little bit better, so let's go with that one. I think that we still needed to break the, I think we still needed to break the bush that we broke, because I'm pretty sure it was still inside of that circle, but yeah. Going with this one, right? Yeah, that one. Okay, so... Oh. I mean, maybe if it clips, it's fine. It's only going to clip in a few places. Oh, I didn't do the rotation. Okay. Yeah, this got all weird. Oh boy. These are also... Oh, I think it's because of these pieces. Yeah, okay, these are lined up just fine. Okay. That's not right, is it? No, it's not. Okay, hold on. That sticks out like way more than over here, huh? Like it's not quite like lined up with this. And it's like a little bit off. That's weird. I guess it's because of like all the tilting and the angles, right? And it's even going to clip through a little bit on the other side as well. So what can we do about that? Okay, so I have an idea. So if we put in this board like this, this probably isn't going to work very well. The idea here was I was kind of thinking I could use this as kind of a thing to measure off of and just kind of maybe like fill in the gaps or something, but that's not really doing what I needed to do, so okay, never mind. Okay, so how do we fill in the gap in the floor without clipping? I'm not sure. We could do something like this. That actually looks fine. Kind of like that. Okay. So it's not going to be like perfect, but I mean, it has less clipping and seems a lot less intrusive, I guess. Yeah, alright, that works. Yeah, alright. So then... guess that... No, that doesn't work. These are not going to quite fit correctly, so I think I gotta use 1x1s. And then... bring bring in the 1x1s from over there. That did... I don't know where that attached to. This is not attaching where I need it to. Okay. Attach there, please. Yes, and then there. Okay. That is correct. That is not. Okay. I had it for a second. There we go. Alright, and so if you're curious as to what I'm doing, like if you can't just like tell from the looking at, what I'm doing is while I'm lining this piece up with this, and then I'm just holding shift so I can like kind of, I'm not snapping it, I'm just kind of manually laying it up, and then I'm just putting it just below the floorboards. Sounds weird, but yeah, like so I'm laying it up and then moving it just underneath so that you don't see like the pattern on the piece, so that it's not intruding or not like poking up above the other pieces. So I'm still filling in the gap, but then you can't tell like which direction the piece is facing, so it doesn't mess up the pattern. Although this area over here is just absolutely botched because of the measuring, and I don't think there's much I can do about that. But the plan for this like gazebo type place anyways was to try and whatchamacallit, like I was gonna try to put like some benches in here anyways, like yeah, I was gonna try to put like benches in words are hard. Okay, let me get a different corner. I was gonna try to put like benches in here anyways to kind of make it like a resting sitting area, so where you can kind of look out over the ocean and stuff. Now, do I want those pieces on the inside or the outside? I guess the inside makes the most sense being on the inside, I suppose. Just need to make sure that we're not getting a lot of grass clipping. Alright, that should be good. Except for over there. Wow, how am I not, like, hitting that and getting rid of the grass? That's wild. There we go. That was weird. That was visually weird as well. Oh well. I think it'll be fine. 1, 2. 1, 2. Something did not go where I needed it to. Alrighty. And I guess for right now I'll put in a gate right here, but this probably isn't going to stay. Just building, we're losing all our food. I'm getting distracted by sections of the house that don't really matter either. Oh well. Need to finish up the workbench area. Gotta get the roof up over there. Move the workbenches, and then we can start working on demoing the starter house and getting that area all worked on. Just getting distracted by gazebo because it seems cool. Day 63, foggy. That being said, I mean, the gazebo section is basically almost done. Yeah, kind of like it. Might actually keep these gates. I'm not 100% certain. I'm not sure how this section is going to transition, but we'll see. For right now, let me put these like little divider gates back in. I think that, yeah, I'll probably get rid of this gate. I think that this little section here will kind of be open, so we'll maybe start the outer, we'll have the outer wall and this hallway a little bit thinner, maybe. So the outer wall will start like here and come in, and then once it gets a little bit closer to here, maybe it'll open back up a little bit. How much wood do I have? Not much. Okay. Don't really know exactly how to frame this out, but I'm thinking something like right here, right? So like this will be where the outer wall is. Yeah, and that'll be like a little hallway, but then it'll open back up over here. Something around this area, and then maybe we can do like a little bit of zigzagging, or maybe like do some like 2x2 zigzagging, something like that. I'll leave the framework there and put a pin in it. I'm also gonna do I want to do that? No, because then enemies can still walk in from right here, I think. Plus, like, I think they can go over the house. I don't know. I mean, I was kind of thinking of, like, blocking... like, it'll help block this section in for right now. So maybe just leaving this door open is fine. I don't want them going in here, though. Maybe them wandering around out here isn't as bad. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Alright, so what are we doing here? Okay, so how does... It's not the, like, angle I want. Something like that is, though, I think. That's a little... Hmm. I mean, at that point, would it just be... No, it'd be this one, right? Trying to figure out how to, like, kind of frame this window. Also, that's... Wait, how is that? That's green, not blue? Ah. Okay, it's blue now. Once again, we don't really worry about the grass kind of invading inside, on the inside there too much. This is all fine because that doesn't need to support anything. This, however, does need to support stuff. So try to level there. Just try to get this up to blue. Okay, that kind of works. We messed up our inside though, but I guess that's okay. See if we can kind of fix that. A little bit of clipping is probably okay. Just a teensy bit. And that one little spot being dirty is okay as well. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. And that's blue now. Alright. Maybe these are supposed to be flipped around though. Well, you know what? You know what we can do? Can continue using a little bit of this technique. Maybe. Yeah, that doesn't... no, it's a little intrusive on the line over here. Okay. What if we use these guys? guess let me put this over here first, and then if we snap it in over here, is that intrusive to the line? A little bit, not like a ton. I guess another thing we can do is we can always just double up this section too. Yeah, actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Literally just like double up on our stuff. Yeah, there we go. And we just double up on the window, and now we don't have to deal with the line at all. Double up on the pole, and everything's fine. And I don't think that I mind the line so much like in here. And then, yeah, we got our nice little planter here with a big old open window. I'm having so many issues with trying to copy, and then it like also wants to demo. Hum. Well, you know what? There was a technique that I used before in one of my bases for these interesting, like, diamond-shaped windows, like this. Feel like I might want to bring this technique back a little bit in here. Albeit, this doesn't seem very secure as far as like defending a Viking home, right? So maybe what we do is we go 1 meter, 1 meter. Should give us a snapping point like that, which gives us, you know, a little crossbeam or whatever. There we go. Not entirely sure how I feel about that, but I'd kind of like to put one in like underneath it as well, like in there, but don't know exactly how I could do that without maybe, like, I could demo this, I suppose. Do like that, and then from there I can put in another one. And we just blow this up and copy flip, resnap it. Looks a little goofy. Yeah, I don't really like that much. I think this is okay. You can just leave it open, I suppose. Oh gosh, that's so weird. Because I snapped it to kind of different segments. Or technically, I snapped this one to the wrong one, but... that doesn't look fantastic, if I'm being honest. With you guys and with myself. What about that, though? That's for a very, like, interesting, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a very interesting design. I don't know if it's necessarily a good one, but it's interesting. Snapping to the wrong point. I think I like that a little bit better. It's interesting, at the very least. But, yeah. Okay, okay. I kind of dig that. I think I need to add in a regular pole here, though. No, that looks weird. Okay. Don't know if there's a way to make that look better. Maybe if I just go like this. Yeah, okay. I can roll with that. Kind of covers up the... Oh. Covers it up over there. For some reason this one's like all goofily sticking out. I wonder if I snapped it to the wrong thing. Wait, no, I snapped it to the... That's even worse, but... Yeah, no, it's just gonna do that, I guess. Huh. I wonder why it's like not really sticking out over here from this one, but it's sticking out really far over here on this one. I don't understand why it's doing that. Unless... Unless it's like sticking to that one, so it's sticking out a little bit further, whereas I want it to be sticking out from this one. Or snapping to that one? No, it's still doing it. Okay. Well, that might just be something that we have to live with, I suppose. Also, once again, getting distracted and working on sections that I don't need to work on. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Sorry if I haven't been talking too much, guys. I'm like not formulating things in my brain, but it's just like I'm getting very lost in the build process. All the little nuances of, you know, things clipping through other things and all that jazz. I guess a thing that we can do... Oh, I have a great idea, actually. Okay, I know how to fix... Fix is the wrong word, but... Oh, I also forgot about these. I need to be using these. What I can do to cover up the thing where it doesn't really matter, banners. Let's go. I need 12 of these bad boys. 2 guck and 4 fine wood. We need to start... Well, I could also put like lights or something in here too, but I mean, let's be real here. We need a little bit more, green in this base. Is it like clipping? Kind of looks like it's clipping. Yeah, it is clipping. Not if I put it like there. It doesn't have to be like perfect, but yeah, see, I was able to get like this one in between. I might have like not aligned all of these perfectly well, but whatever. This one's also a little bit lower, but okay, so let me something like that. It'll look a bit more even now. Alright, crisis averted. Oh, okay. So, for this lower section, looks like I'm gonna go up 1 more meter. Hopefully that doesn't mess everything up. Alright, and then we'll start finally getting the roof pieces in. Seems good. Alright, so then. It's gonna be like this. Oh my gosh, like the detection spot on these roof pieces is always so wonky. I don't know why. That's not correct. This piece kind of looks like it's like it's right, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm pretty sure that those pieces are supposed to go in like that, because it looks like they are, but then like these lines don't ever line up. It's so weird. Am I choosing the wrong one? No, that's the 26. Okay, so how does it look topside? That looks kind of weird and funky too. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I mean, I guess we have a really weird corner, right? But it still, like, looks wrong. Even though that's the only, like, that's the only piece that would fit. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like that's. I'm pretty sure that that's the only the only piece that fits there. And it like looks like it's supposed to fit there. I don't know. Maybe the snapping point is like really messed up. Well, those aren't lining up. It's really weird because so this part right here, the little like section that's on the inside, that lines up proper. Well, I mean, it's not lined up properly, but I mean like it looks like it's lining up how it's supposed to, right? But then like this piece, like the part of the wood there doesn't actually line up with this like at all. I don't know what's going on there. It's like the pieces are intended to fit together, but then don't. I don't know. Because this wouldn't be right. And then, like, this piece doesn't fit in anywhere. It doesn't want to snap, at least. Like, it feels like it should technically, like, snap, like, right here, and maybe you could mess around on the inside, but I think this is correct, even though it doesn't look right. This is why I don't like using these pieces. The roof inner pieces. Like, they just don't ever look right. They look wrong. It's like they don't want to snap into the proper place where they're supposed to. But then yeah, like even on the top side it looks a little funky. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Suppose it looks fine right there, but I mean, obviously it's like I don't have to see it connected to the other pieces, so. You know, the other thing too is we're not gonna have like overhang really. Which maybe is okay. Just gonna have like spiky overhang, something like that. I wonder if we're gonna have enough tar for all this. I don't know. Maybe not. That being said, this is weird. It's definitely weird. I I wonder if I'm supposed to like kind of ignore the corner a little bit. And maybe go over it a little bit more like naturally. So we do like that. Is that the piece that's gonna fit there? I don't know, I can't tell. But then yeah, we do like the corner pieces. And I guess we'll look at them from the outside. Maybe it's still supposed to be this piece? No. Yeah, like that. And I'll just have like a little gap there. It just doesn't look as bad. Looks way better. Alright, yep. Alrighty then. So then from there, and I think that all of this was like green already anyways, but that adds a little bit of stability. Yeah, that's gonna be weird, but that's okay, I guess. There will be a point where I'm gonna have to like kind of flip that around and bring the roof back down, I suppose, but I'm not actually sure where that point is. And this section is going to be very strange as far as the poles are concerned. Yeah, I don't know exactly. I can't even like envision in my head like how this is supposed to look, so we're just gonna go for it, I guess. Why am I carrying these rocks? I don't know. But okay. More than likely, there should be a pole here. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Made this 10 meters. Slightly awkward. That's okay though. Let's look at this from the outside since I put the storage unit in and all that stuff. Okay, so should be one going there, one going there. Looks a little weird, but whatever. Two. Okay. So this still kind of works with the twos. Then again, maybe I don't really need it on the outside. Yeah, maybe I should worry more about that on the inside. Alright, put a pin in that, we'll come back to that. I'm not sure if this should be 2 meters on the inside, but maybe. Well, I guess it would be 8 meters, but maybe 6 meters is correct. And basically from there is where we're going to start our roof on the inside. Okay, so just for right now, do a little something like that. I think that's probably what it's going to look like on the inside anyways. So then we're just going to start the roof from there. Why won't you ever snap properly? Okay, so where are these ultimately going to meet? That is the question. There, and it is not. Not even. Okay, so we need to either go 1 meter down here or 1 meter up there. I think that we go 1 meter down here. And I guess this is as good a time as any to figure out what the heck we're going to do for... It's going to be like inside or outside. Probably like this. I think they're going to be lines on the inside. So, okay. So we do that. Can't see. Danger! Turn into a skid. Still refuses to snap to where I want it. I also need to blow up that piece, and that piece, and that piece. And we're about to lose daylight again. This is definitely a multiple day project. Oh, that makes the poles super duper weird too, doesn't it? Shoot. Well, at least those are even now. So we'll fill the gap with this, probably. Seems right. It is red, but it holds. So that's the important part. So it should work all the way around, theoretically. In theory. And this needs to be this piece. Yep, the piece that doesn't really seem to snap in the spot that it's supposed to. Well, what can you do? Crying is a free action. Never forget. Also, we need more food now. Okie dokie. Did I move the onions? I did. Okay. That being said, I think I need some of these death caps. I'm gonna make 4 of the foods for right now, I guess. I've already forgotten from yesterday what it takes to make the things. That's alright. We'll check in a second. Onion soup. I should also probably just sleep, and then I can use like the kind of dark points of the morning to cook food. That way we're not getting attacked by night spawns in our back. Entrails, turnips, blood bags. Whoop. Yeah, roofs are always... I always have issues with the roofs. Probably because I build from the ground up. So then and then because I make you know, weird shaped buildings, or I make uneven sides, and as we're experiencing here, right? It's 2, 4, and then 5 meters up makes it kind of awkward in some places. At least with the when it comes to the core wood poles, right? Because I favor the core wood poles, but there's not a 1 meter core wood pole. It's only 2 and 4. Yeah, so roofs always just end up giving me some trouble. We're gonna need to do something about this as well. I mean, theoretically, I guess I could take out the core wood poles, because if we're putting in the line of wood wall halves, then we don't really need them. At that point, they're not adding any stability, right? So they don't really need to be there. Guess that's fine. And then this, yeah, this section should be getting enough stability from these two that I don't need one right here either, but... Okay, yeah, so that's going to be kind of the... That'll be the inside wall there, and we won't use... Well, yeah, we're going to have to line this side of the wall too. This does look like we're gonna need these every couple of meters, or every 4 meters though. Probably. It lines up on this side at least with what we already had, so I guess that's fine. And I'm not sure exactly how the transition is gonna be, from this area which is lower to this area which is higher. We'll have to raise the roof around this area. Raise the roof. So that's going to be a fun transition. Apparently I just really like making things difficult for myself. I don't know. I don't know. I'm also not entirely sure how this transition is supposed to go. Yeah, I don't think that there's a piece that really fits the budget of what we're doing here. Hmm. Yeah, this is weird. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to actually put these together, to be honest. This is very strange. Like, this shouldn't be like a corner piece like this, I don't think. Unless, like, this should also be a piece like this. I don't know how that translates, like, in this corner, though. Right? And, like, this isn't gonna work. That's not correct. That's, like, kinda correct. Kicking the cart. This is a weird section, and I'm not sure what's supposed to fit in here. I don't think anything fits in here, to be honest. Cause, like, I mean, maybe just a normal piece fits in here? Is that? I mean, it's not entirely correct. Maybe at this point this piece is wrong? Is it a lot more simple? Like, is it actually just simpler than my brain is making it out to be? I'm not sure. And then... How wide is this? This is 5. So this is like a centerpiece. So then theoretically this should possibly be like this, or even like this. Oh, that's not right either. Let's see here. Okay, so if I bring this up, that's part of where we get like messed up. Yeah, and then like this piece wants me to build the roof in a different angle now than it was before, which makes some amount of sense. Yeah, so like doing it like this wants to change the direction that the pieces are going, but I actually want the pieces to keep going this way. I guess theoretically I could start using, like I could use this and change that so it's almost like we're starting 2 different roofs. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I rotated it enough before. And that's not going to be right. That's not right either. Ugh. This is rough. Yeah, so it's like this corner piece I think is right. And maybe I'm supposed to keep going this direction with it? So like this piece should be this piece. It's like almost right. Oh, there was the snap. Okay, there we go. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, I think I might have found the problem. Yeah, so if we snap there like that. I mean, this piece over here, this piece over here still looks kind of right, but maybe we don't need it here? I'm not sure. Huh. And that doesn't look quite right either. This basically looks right from the bottom side, but then it's over here that's the problem. think that's supposed to be that. Maybe it's supposed to be that, but then this doesn't fit. So... I'm probably missing something like really simple and easy, I feel like. Although this literally just doesn't look right. Huh. These aren't going from the same height, right? I'm not crazy. Should be 2 from the floor, and then 1 up. Yeah, that's right. So like that part's right. So the issue I'm having then is theoretically this middle section right here needs to change and become something like this. Something even like this is fine, I think, but it doesn't look right. But I mean, that's just kind of how it's gonna be, I think. I think it's not really going to look right no matter what I do. So maybe just literally as simple as going like that. It'll look a little funky, I suppose, but it should work. My brain. My brain was not prepared for this. But yeah, that's right, in a sense. Five and 5, but then like with an extra little section here. I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I guess it's because I'm doing like a 7 wide, like 7 long area meeting like a 5 wide area. I really don't know. It honestly kind of feels like it's like just this one piece is kind of the problem, but I don't have anything else to fix it. I also didn't end up making the food that I was supposed to be making. Got distracted. Good times. Okay. Swamp buffet. We need on entrails, turnip, bloodbacks. Turnip. Entrails Blubbex. I should have grabbed like 3 more death caps. Oh well. We'll just make like 4. And then our other food was the mixed grill. Bear, wolf, fox meat, and sausages. Do 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 do. 5 sausage, 5 fox meat, 5 bear meat, 5 wolf meat. I don't think I want to go. I need to be a little bit careful. Like, I don't want to use too much of the wolf meat because I think that's probably what we're going to be using for some of the. We might be using some of that for like the mountain food, the mountain ether food. We'll do 6 for right now. If we need more, we'll make more. It's kind of been the theme here. Alright, my brain hurts, but we are making progress on the roof. Oh gosh, it's like already way late in the in-game day. We're making progress. A little difficult though, like, I really don't know why this particular segment of the roof is like giving me so much trouble. Like, you'd think that it being like odd by odd, that like it should theoretically line up properly, but it just doesn't seem to be doing that. I don't know, maybe the problem is this area right here? Is that what it is? Like, maybe I have something like unaligned? Like this looks fine though. But then like this section doesn't, I don't know, like maybe it's because I'm supposed to have this meeting like right here? Yeah, like is that and that supposed to be like a corner piece? Is that part of the problem that I'm having? Like, if they were a corner piece, would this be lining up better? Also, maybe another one of the problems is that it's like they're supposed to be meeting up here, right? And then the piece that we're using is the centerpiece, and that doesn't necessarily look like it fits. I don't know. Yeah, because like you would do that, right? But then that doesn't look right. I suppose theoretically you could like crisscross with these, but maybe it doesn't like odd numbers. Maybe these pieces just don't like odd numbers, and maybe that's part of the problem. Yeah, because this doesn't seem to be lining up quite right. Like, this is the section that's having issues, right? Is it because I'm using this piece instead of an outer piece? Like, would this make more sense? No, it doesn't. Maybe it does here. Wait, no, that's the piece that I'm using, right? Okay, so... Is this... No, this isn't the piece I'm supposed to be using here. This doesn't look right either. Hmm. Yeah, like this looks like it's supposed to be the piece that's over here, and it is. So then, is the issue that I'm not having these meet where they're supposed to? Something like that? Like, are they supposed to meet, like, one more up? Yeah, it might be this. So this might actually be because I'm using an odd number, and this is supposed to meet at, like, the top. But obviously, like, that doesn't work there. And it should be meeting up here. But then that doesn't work. Yeah, like this would be here. So then it would be off by like a meter? Like, not having success with these snapping points. But this, like this looks right? And then these would connect properly, and then this would come down over here. But then, how the heck do these meet back up? And it looks like it would be up by like one more meter. That's so confusing. Okay, just temporarily going to install a hole here for the sake of stability. That there. And that would go there. What the heck is going on? That looks right from over here. But why the heck? Why the heck does... okay, hold on. So how many pieces is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Going down the other side, it's 1, 2, 3. Huh? Ugh. So it wants to connect 4 on this side, but only 3 on this side. So it wants this side to start 1 meter further up, in order to actually like fit the pieces in, air quotes, properly the way that they should. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's how it wants this to go. That's really bizarre. I mean, that's the roof that works. So, I mean, I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. Wait, is that right though? Okay. No, this roof is really confusing me. Like, I'm struggling so badly with it. Yeah, like this works. This looks correct. And then this would just continue on down this way, I think. However, then we have this messed up corner, right? Yeah, like this isn't gonna work because this is where the corner is supposed to be. So technically, like, this piece should be probably this piece, and like this. I'm not sure. That looks right. No, or does it? Maybe it doesn't. Can't see from the bottom. That might help. Okay, yeah. Off by like 1. So that's not gonna be quite right. Also, that's like this corner, kinda. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little overwhelming. Like this, the roof being at kind of a couple different angles here is really throwing me off. Because this piece for sure is not correct. And yeah, that's just all gonna break. But because of... So it would have to be this piece, right? And I mean, maybe it's this piece goes here? This doesn't look right. Yeah, and then that's not going to connect right to this piece, right? So, what the heck? Yeah, because, like, I don't... Okay, so, like, because it going this direction needs to change into going this direction. So how do I do that with, like, this piece? Because obviously it wouldn't be like this. Yeah, like, that's not right. Or is it? So that should be going like that. And then this would be going like this. Like, that's the correct place for it, I think. But then how do you... What's the connector here, right? So, like, once that's done, what goes in this spot? Or maybe this side needs to... Well, I don't know, because like... Because this section works just fine, right? Like all the way up to here, and then you just go down. I suppose. So then, how do you go from like that piece to this piece? Is it literally like that? Can't be, right? And like this piece doesn't work either. Because then at that point you need to change this piece, and a normal piece doesn't work here? Or does it? Maybe it does. I mean, this looks fine. I mean, from there you can just go like this. And you flip it. And maybe you don't need this piece? Does this actually all work, like, properly? It looks like it does. Oh, baby. Oh, I fell. Slipped and fell. Yeah, I mean, technically, this section still looks messed up. Like, it doesn't look quite right, but, like, the pieces seem to be fitting exactly where they need to. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it looks right. I think. Yeah, no, I mean, it's working. Huh. That's really bizarre. And then I guess I'm gonna have to fill in the gaps over here. Maybe this is part of the reason why it was funky. Because, like, this is 7 wide, and this is even more, right? I don't know. Something probably got messed up from, like, this weird section in the... From this section right in here, and then it's like I was measuring from, like, over here, so then it was, like, gonna be coming up short over here. I don't know exactly. Something wasn't right. It's probably my brain. My brain ain't right. Don't need that. It's not giving any structural support. So what do I do for when we bring this in here, right? Is it as simple as kind of... Maybe it's simple. That That's not correct. Or that's probably correct. That's not correct. That's probably not correct either. Okay. Gotta do a sleep, get our daylight back, so it's not so hard to see what we're doing. This is another problem with making weird base shapes. Using the corner pieces. I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. I am struggling really badly, and possibly it's because, you know, like, as we're seeing the problem here, right, is that we're extending the roof over this section right here, but then we're bringing it in and then trying to make it meet this thing, so it's like trying to get the correct corner pieces and like get it to fit correctly is rough. And it's probably just that I'm not used to fitting the correct corner pieces in the way that they need to be. So for instance, yeah, I think where I'm messing up is right here. So, like, that's fine. And I need more core wood. Yeah, so put that in there. Then what we need is this again. Is that right? Oh, let's get back. Honestly, let's just make ourselves a little access ramp here, access staircase, so I don't have to keep running around being stupid. Okay, so yeah, no, this piece is not correct. So what I need here is I need like this piece, but I need it over here. No, that's not going to be right either. Okay, so if we break all of this stuff, this is how it should just continue, right? So like, we might need like a corner piece here. Or maybe we don't. Go like that, but then we continue the roof on this way, like that. So then the issue here is not using... We don't need a corner piece to connect everything here. We need stability here. Yeah, we just ignore the corner piece. so I guess that the problem there is actually that I'm using too much corner piece. And that we don't actually need that. Well, no, we should still, I think we still use a corner piece maybe. Or maybe not. Yeah, like, is this fine? Was I just overthinking it and like trying to put in all these corner pieces where they just don't need to be? Could be. It might actually just be as simple as that, and then... yeah. Huh. I heard like doubled noises of the stuff going on, which was kind of weird. Like I clicked like the one time, but then it sounded like it like did two noises of putting the roof up. I mean, yeah, I guess that like this little section here might be a little bit weird, but maybe the corner piece doesn't actually go here? Or maybe we just don't have the right type of corner piece, right? Since... I don't know. This doesn't seem like it would be proper. Like, it looks like it would be fine, like, out here. But not actually. At least not in that orientation. What is the orientation that this would be correct in? I don't know. This would be the correct orientation, but I don't actually want it over the garden. That being said, would this be right? I mean, it fits. I guess in a sense that is right. I don't want it over this corner though, so I mean, I guess we don't need it. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of like, oh, well, what's the aesthetic you want right here? Like, do you want the little corner, or do you want the just like random ending? And I guess that there is a workbench like right there, so oh, I'm not gonna have anything to fill this little gap here though, so I mean, it's still gonna look weird. Yeah, so I guess that ultimately it's just... this is totally fine. It works. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's like... I don't know. Really... I guess I was like making it more complicated than it actually is. A little bit. Like, I guess that because I guess I thought that because, you know, I had all those pieces in there, that, or, like, I have all these little cut corners, that I was gonna have to, like, match that in the roof, but I guess that's not actually the case. Let's see here. This stuff's all red, but I think, or that's, like, red, but I think that it's supported by, like, this. Definitely more like supported like that. So I don't think that I need that. Don't think that I need that. I'm not 100% sure though. Well, let's find out. Don't need it. Alright then. Da-dum-dum-dum, da-dum-dum. That means I really just don't need this at all. Because that's not offering stability to the roof in any fashion. Might end up putting it back anyways, but maybe in a different spot. Unsure. But like that was mostly just up there for structural integrity. This is gonna be the next interesting part. Although I guess that technically it'll be fine going all the way across here. I kind of want to raise this, and there might be a way to do that, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, at least we got that part figured out. That really was a little bit of a struggle for my brain. That being said, let's actually, finish getting some of this in. Although we need these, at least on this side. That is not snapped to the correct place. I guess we'll have a little bit of an overhang on that side as well. It's just gonna be how it's gonna be. How's our tar doing? We still got quite a bit of it, but we need more. Probably gonna need more. That is not an actual even number, but whatever. Okay, so how do we do this then? Maybe, because those pieces are supporting the roof pieces, and they're green anyways. So what we need then is we can do like this, but that's 2 out. This is gonna be really weird. So I want that. And like that. Looks kind of weird, but so maybe we're gonna use these pieces here anyways. I was thinking that we might not have to have these at all if we're using a pole over here, but let's put this in and see what it looks like, I guess. Because that'll give it stability. It's just going to look a little weird. I think. I guess, like, theoretically as well, could put, yeah, I could put poles in, like, right here instead. So then I don't, like, need that. And this still lines up, so... I guess that's fine. Shoot. I mean, we get here, but then we're gonna have to turn the roof again, basically. And it needs to turn actually right about there. I think that's this piece in this orientation. That is not supported by that. It's off by like a meter. Yeah, so this, like, in order to support it from there, it's gonna be sticking out. It doesn't even support it that well, to be honest. Oh, because that's not blue. Why is that not blue? Is that off? Hold on. I mean, can I fix this? I guess it's not really supporting that anyways, right? But put that there, it's not blue. This is all blue. Was I trying to do this before and I was having trouble with it? I feel like that might have been the case. Okay. There's those rocks that I put away earlier. Every little thing is putting up a fight. Alright. So we'll raise here. And we'll go to level. That's blue now. And it's not being intrusive. Okay, so from there, so this doesn't reach, right? Yeah, it's like a meter short. And then copying this, it's like a meter over. So theoretically, if I just put this like a meter down, but then it wouldn't match with everything else. So I think that ultimately we just do that. And that's gonna make this side really, really weird. Especially because we're gonna transition from that into whatever the gazebo roof is. So, that being the case, I mean, ultimately, maybe we just don't turn this corner. Maybe we don't need to connect it over here. That could be a thing too. So then maybe we just take that, break this, do that, end this roof like right here, and then the gazebo roof will be slightly just kind of its own thing. And that could be a corner piece, but I don't really care enough. Also, what is... Ah, okay. Oh, we run out of daylight so fast it feels like. That or, you know, just... I'm really, really awful at putting things together. You know, if I had just, like, measured this evenly and done, like, a big giant square around the garden... This is what I was kind of talking about earlier, right? It's like, you can build boxes, because boxes are really easy. I wouldn't be struggling with the roof if I just had a uniform roof in, you know, an even box all the way around, Though, theoretically, maybe I could have started there, and then from there kind of tried to shape things. And honestly, like, I guess also, if we just did the walls and stuff, you know, like, we could have a uniform roof, but then that doesn't necessarily mean that the roof or the inside has to match, like, the interior. So trying to match the roof to weird shapes is probably not the play. Like, that's probably like one of the problems that I'm having here, is that I'm trying to incorporate the weird shapes here, the extra, you know, out jutting and blah blah blah, when realistically I should just be doing the roof uniform, like all the way around, blah blah blah, even, all that jazz, like with even measurements, and then I can add like the extra wall details inside, since they don't matter as much anyways. But, you know, whatever, here we are, we're here, we're doing the thing. It's really, really complicated, but it's okay. I feel like randomly sleepy. I guess I didn't sleep very well last night, so that's a thing. Technically, this isn't an officially, like, this is an off day for me anyways, so maybe we'll kind of just finish up a little bit of this roofing and call it for tonight, and then pick it back up tomorrow. But we're making progress, so at least there's that. That's not what I wanted. That is. The roof is starting to take form, to take shape. So that's good. Let's see here. So we don't need this. These are going to be support. maybe we put the corewood poles in anyways. So the reasoning for this would be, if we do that, then we can put in windows. Even though this does look a little goofy with without things at the top there. I think that thing that we can do though, if we get a bunch of corewood, if we crossbeam, nope, that doesn't quite work. Alright, That's kind of weird, actually. It's got like a... It's wanting to do like some really weird snapping things. Like it doesn't want to go like right here. It wants to go like above or below like the lines, which is kind of bizarre. Huh. Is that normal for the corewood poles? Huh, I guess it kinda is. Although it looks really messed up over here versus over here. That's really weird. I don't know what's going on. Like, is it because I have these in there? Oh no, okay, that looks the same. Huh. That's... I don't know, this feels weird. These feel like weird snapping points to me for some reason. Like, I guess this looks kinda right, but at the same time, I don't know. So many things are like feeling off. I don't know. I'm not sure if that really looks better. Kind of like this. Yeah, alright. I can roll with that. I don't hate that. And, so... The main idea for this was I wanted to kind of get some like windows in here. Let in more light, that kind of stuff. So... other way. Not sure how I feel about that. I kind of like it. Like, I kind of like it, kind of don't. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I'm not gonna have many. Like, I'm not gonna put one in over here. Over there is already open, right? So... yeah, maybe I don't put it there. Maybe I put the window here. I'm not sure. Because all this stuff is just going to be like workbench stuff, so... this will be like ground level. I'm not sure about putting a window in right there. Ugh, brain is working overtime today. That's fine. It's like kind of framed by the core wood, which is kind of cool. Alright, I like that. I like that quite a bit better. And then just for right now, we're gonna keep this section kind of blocked off. Or we're gonna try to anyways. I think the mobs are still gonna be able to walk right in, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll continue that pattern on that way. This pattern might be like just kind of like this wall. I mean, because that wall's really open, so maybe we'll wrap it around the bedroom side or something, but I think this is fine as is. And then I'm gonna leave that section alone because we might start putting these in up a meter basically at this point, since this is ground level now. Yeah, that's gonna be decor essentially at this point. We don't really need to worry about that too much. The main focus that I kind of got away from was definitely supposed to be, you know, getting our roof in here so that our workstations can be moved. And I think that we have kind of accomplished that at this point, so that's good. Yeah, I think the workbenches can be moved in now. So copy you, or you. That's in a little bit, isn't it? Yeah, okay. There we go. You know, if I'm gonna do this anyways, I think what I want is like a stripe or something. Let's see here. I say a stripe, but it's like... I don't know exactly how to explain it per se, but like alternating. Yeah, put that in there. Yeah, no, that looks right. Do 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 do. I don't really think, unless like when we put lighting in, that it like if it really shows, like that the tops aren't connected, then we can fill in the gaps. But for right now, I think this is fine. We're not actually using this section here. Oh wait. Right, so what I wanted to do was like that. Oh. Need this piece. Alright, bottom one. And we grab this piece. Bottom one. There we go. Yeah, so it's like a weird... Maybe weird's not the right term, but it's like a curve. I think we do something like that. That way, I think that the wall there doesn't really intrude with our X's. Although, we can't see them anyway, so I'm not sure that it matters. We won't be walling off this side though, so that's okay. Yeah, there we go. Haha. Yeah. I do want to mimic this over here, though. Alright. So, with that accomplished... Actually, let me drop all the rest of this stuff first. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and pick up our forge. And get it situated into its new home. Wherever that may be. Okay, so something along the lines of workbench here. So the forge should go here. Yeah, that kind of gives it like the best amount of space that it can get. And maybe I'll have to shuffle these around a little bit, but I guess let me go get the workbench and put it in, and its upgrades as well, just so I can see how much room that's gonna need. Oh, don't set myself on fire, please. Whoop. I might not have given myself enough room in this little wannabe tool cupboard. That's okay though. I think it's okay anyways. Okay, so workbench. That's probably going to be the most pain in the butt thing. Probably. I guess we can always make a little shelf too, because we're going to need the... This needs to go somewhere. Okay, let me grab some wood. And we'll make ourselves a little shelf. Yeah, okay. So that'll fit up there. And as long as these are still connected to the workbench, then everything's fine over there. Alright. So, then for the forge, anvil's in the corner. Sharpening stone right there. Should be level 3. Level 3. Okay. It's good for right now. We might have to make some more shelves and stuff for the other stuff, the other upgrades, but it's fine for now. So, with that being accomplished, before we run completely out of daylight here, just want to get this section covered up a little bit as well. That will mean that we'll be able to move our magey stuff over here as well, and have all of our repair stuff in the same location. Yeah, and then I guess that the way that the roof is over here is totally fine. I don't know how I'm going to loop it around the corner over there per se, but this is okay for right now. And then, yeah, I'll probably move this portal around somewhere, and then we can move all the mage stuff in over here. I have no idea where the cart's supposed to go, to be honest. But then once we have this... words. Alright, so once we get the wizard stuff moved over, then we can start working on just at least, maybe just making a shape. enough of a thing to be able to, like, we can move the bed in over here, so that I have a place to sleep and, you know, rest the night away. And then from there, all the mage stuff will be moved over, the bed will be in here, and then from there we can start working on filling in this area and actually making this like a living space with the kitchen and proper bedroom. Yeah. But alright, I'm gonna do all of that tomorrow. I'm gonna start all that tomorrow. I'm, yeah, just a little bit on the sleepy side, and after all of that, struggling a little bit. Realistically, I think that we also are gonna need more tar. Like, yeah, definitely. We do not have... Hey, cart. Hey, want to copy cart? I guess we're almost at the 3.5 hour mark. I'll just get a little bit more of this roof situated in here. Core pulls up. Just a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to call it for the night. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I was about to say, like, I don't know why I'm so sleepy, but I'm like, well, yeah, no, I didn't sleep very well last night, so that's probably why I'm sleepy. Also, day 69. Nice. But yeah, we're almost ready to pull down the starter home. which feels good. But yeah, we are going to have to go get more tar, so we're going to have to go run around the plains a little bit too before we can fully finish up. But pretty nice. We have, you know, like a quarter of the roofing system in. And even though it was a little bit of a pain, it's starting to come together. And as long as I kind of wrap this around over to this side and then, you know, mimic it over there, and don't think about the corners too hard, just literally just put it in over there, put it in over there. Like, we don't necessarily need it to wrap all the way around. We'll see though. Maybe we should just do the roof before anything else though. That might be a good idea actually. So might take a pause, go on an adventure, go run around the plains, get a bunch of tar tomorrow. Oh, right. I was getting core wood. Yeah, see, I'm like getting very distracted and confused with myself. Yeah, I don't know how much tar we have left. It's not like a ton, but it should be enough to finish this segment, I think. There we go. Yeah, 38 tar, so we can put in 38 more roof pieces. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Moving the wizard stuff over tomorrow. We're gonna go run around the plains, get more tar, and then we'll continue working on the roof. And when we're done with the roof, then maybe after that is when we'll start putting in the walls and all the extra stuff. And honestly, like, yeah, all the little stuff like windows and whatnot. I think that I should take that window over there, put it in over here. Not only that, but I mean, I forgot, like, I should be putting in some of these carved darkwood dividers in places. Honestly, I'll probably put some in over here. Not 100% sure. Just because it has this top part where it doesn't really fit in, so maybe they'll be better in like this section. But we need more tar before we do all that. So I think that'll be a high priority tomorrow. Okay. Just clean the inventory for right now, so we figure out where, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna start like from there tomorrow. Yeah, sorry guys, my brain's just all over the place right now because I'm so sleepy. Yeah, I gotta get used to the fact that our workbenches are over here now too. For fixing our stuff. Wonder if I should change the entrance here as well. Maybe this door needs to be like right here, or like right here, and then I can like nudge the forge over a little wee bit. Yeah, I'll have a think on that tomorrow. Oh, you know what? This could be the entrance right here too. Could literally just be like we come around the side and go in. Yeah, that could work too. But alright guys, thank you very much for coming, hanging out, lurking, showing the love. Sorry for just kind of having a random short stream, but, you know, like I said, today's technically an off day anyways, but yeah, I'm just really sleepy. And I need to go eat food and maybe walk around a little bit or something, get a good night's sleep, but we will be fresh back at this tomorrow, and we'll get into some actual mage shenanigans and trying to find new gear and all that jazz. Yeah, if you guys have been enjoying the content, please leave a like and sub to the channel, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening or rest of your day, depending on where you are in the world and when you're watching this. Until next time, y'all spread the love. Catch y'all next time. Good night.